It's almost worth waking up for. I swear.
Good black coffee.
Oh yeah. Tasty.
I love it when everybody's waiting right at the back door. Good morning. Tux is on the platform because you know he wouldn't want to be down there next to the other boys. Tux is keeping me on my toes this morning. Hey Stripey, I know. He tried to tell you what was what first thing. That wasn't very nice of him. My clematis is blooming. Yay. There's quite a few more flowers on there. Hi guys, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Morris. Good morning, Morris. Hi, honey. Good morning. Hey, Mart. Yeah, you almost had to defend yourself first thing. Come here. He was so hungry he got confused about where he was allowed to be. Hi, bud. What you got? Something stuck in your fur. I'll get it. Good morning. Good morning. Well, my peony has opened up over here with, God, I see at least 5 more blooms ready to open. It might not be all of them, but my tuxedo hydrangea, not totally loving the spot back here. Not sure if it's not enough water, buried too deep, I don't know. But I'm trying to give it extra water and get it to be happy. This peony on this side, it never does what the one on this side, and it's the same variety planted at the same time. It's probably too deep or too, that plant is fussy about how deep you bury it when you plant it. And then hi Tux. Hi, good morning. Meow. My rhododendron that I bought the other day is opening, and it's also quite pretty. We see possums all the time, but not normally in the morning, and there were 2 of them, and they don't really look tiny enough to be first year possums. Their body temp is at 70 something and they don't carry rabies. And just because you see them out during the day doesn't mean anything is wrong with them. Something just agitated them, has them out today. You guys didn't get enough food last night? Huh? You should have. Your buddy went down in the creek bed. Huh. Well, Panther and Gray are eating now. Everything's okay out here this morning. I may have thrown some cat chow down there for him. Sorry, his buddy ran off. Maybe if I go in the house and quit making noises, his buddy will come back. He'll go eat him a little bit and then go to sleep. Like I said, he looks perfectly healthy, he or she. Actually, as tiny as it is, I think it's she. The males, the adult males, are bigger. Same with the raccoons. Super tiny as babies, medium tiny as mom, and big old ugly guy as dad. And my Weigelia is over here blooming by the bluebird house. I'm pretty sure we have bluebirds in the box right now too. I've just been leaving them alone this year. I know you can't tell, but it's actually raining a bit. I came out to trim back my hydrangea bushes. Not the butterfly, but the hydrangea. And see my kitties for a minute before we go for a walk. Trimmed hydrangea, pile of stuff to haul off. This Weigelia needs trimming, but not till it blooms. It's a little behind the one on the other side of the house. And I have had helpers, Marty, Stripe, and Tux. Tux is not too happy about Stripe being in the vicinity. The other one that I trimmed that there was enough worth trimming was this guy back here. This is also a hydrangea to the right of it, but I had kind of trimmed that one up a little bit before. I didn't take too much more off of it. We so desperately want to hook it up so that I'm not holding it and it's not moving, and we're just not having anybody luck. So if somebody's got it perfectly set up in their car for FSD beta filming, just tell us what we need to buy. We could use a GoPro, or I like the cell phone better, but you know, we could use either. We're not fussy. This thing is moving all over the place. I can hold it more still than that. All right, we're headed to the Fuquay Greenway Trail. We tried another setup. It was a no-go again.
There's nobody behind us. Nobody coming. She can make this right turn, no problem. This is the FSD, what? 11.2?
11 dot, here, it'd just be easier to look it up. Yeah, I don't remember. It may not tell us up here. 10.11.2.
Yeah, 11.2. That's right. That's the way everybody refers to it. Is
yeah, 11.2. Yeah, because saying 10.11 and there was a 10 and now there's an 11, that's not confusing at all.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
So
she thinks it's 25 here, but it's 35.
Yeah, but we're not. There's nobody behind us, so I plan to try. I have to always get my mind right to take control, which she makes even the slightest little boo-boo. But I can't fuss at her about the speed limit because it was 25 miles an hour when we turned off of the neighborhood, which was 25, and now she'll bump up to 35
yeah,
because she hasn't seen a sign, and I don't know why she doesn't know the speed limit on that road anyway. So she's a little jerky there. This is all her. I'm not doing this. I'll put both hands on the wheel and hopefully she'll she did see the bicycles. All right, now I don't know what that was all about.
Please pay attention. I'm afraid I'm too close over there, so I backed up with the camera a little bit.
Yeah, she.
You've had one warning now, probably thanks to me.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is that she's disengaged there. She said, "Pay, please," and I just touched the wheel at all to let her know I am paying attention. She disengaged. I mean, it took it out of autopilot. You know, she's got that. Sometimes you have to tug like a He-Man, and then sometimes there's nobody behind us, so I'm letting her sort it out. No, I'm not gonna let you do that, girl. I'm gonna go out in front of these people. I don't know how she's gonna be able to do that. Now, she did actually do that, but of course I double tapped when it was clear.
Right. So it's around 1. Don and I are just headed out for our walk over at the Fuquay Greenway Trail. The trail with the lake. We actually got to sit down this morning and drink coffee sitting down and not have to fly out the door. That was a novel concept.
Yeah.
I guess Don got to rest a little bit yesterday, but I obviously was out the door.
Well, that was her. Glad there was nobody right on my butt. That was all. She went right and left, and then she has that super soft haptic feedback in that scenario, and the weight of my hand caused her to disengage. That's like somebody has said that really keeping your hands on the wheel with full self-driving is the wrong answer, because it just constantly disengages because of your hands. But then when you don't have your hands on the wheel, then she complains that your hands are on the wheel. So it's at some point they're just going to have to say, keep your hands off the wheel, but we're not going to want you to wiggle anymore, but you got to pay attention somehow. I don't know how they're going to do that. I didn't say it was possible. But I don't know how you can keep your hands on the wheel, make her happy, and anyway, I'll be quiet.
I just noticed the wire for the dash cam was partially obscuring the cabin camera, and I slid it down because
yeah, well,
the camera isn't used. The camera isn't used now, so you really don't want to go home the road.
That left turn is just too stressful, and this is a perfect example. I don't know how full self-driving's ever going to go without better cameras looking out to the sides, because she likes to creep forward and kind of stick her nose out in the intersection. That's her solution to making left turns. Well, that street, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's a highway.
It's a highway. There are people trying to make a left turn in front of you onto your road. you know, you've sort of got to, as a human being, you've got to read their eyes and see if they're kind of gonna go or gonna sit, and then you got to shoot the gap. It's just, you know, I mean, obviously if you want to sit there for a day or two, you know, till, you know, it'll work. But the people behind you, they're not going to appreciate you sitting there for a couple hours to figure out how to make that left turn. So that's what I'm saying. I question that this left turn stuff, you know, my recommendation to Elon is, if you know that turn exists and you know you can go all this way and make right turns and or protected left turns, that's just the way you go. And then if you can't do, if there's some kind of thing like that, you said, look, I can't go the whole way, you're going to have to drive part of this way. I just thinking that it's going to be really hard.
Well, it's not any different than the kind of conversation you have with your young student driver. You know, there are a couple of places with Johnny, I'm like, I missed a turn coming out of downtown when we were headed to the tuxedo place after leaving school the other day, and I let the car navigate us back into the right direction, which is good. It's not anything different than my phone maps would have done, but then that left turn that you have to do is a really hard left.
All right, she did okay on that. Other than, I think she didn't turn her turn signal. I don't know what the official law is. How far away from your turn do you turn on your turn signal? I think I've heard a YouTuber in Europe say if it blinks more than 5 times, that's illegal. That's wrong. In other words, you turn your thing on and you've got to make your maneuver within 5 blinks. Now, the person did not say you need to let it blink at least twice. I mean, do you you blink 1 time and then you get over? So anywhere from 1 to 5 is the right answer? That sounds not doable. So I don't know if somebody knows what the official way is, how many flashes of your turn signal should you calculate before you turn your turn signal on, because I can tell you, I think she's too quick.
Right. I mean, for around here, for our customs in this area, our culture, it's not. She's not turning it on fast enough, soon enough. Yeah,
because that guy back there, he would have made that left turn if I'd have turned my turn signal on
sooner. Yeah.
Where I would, as a human being, he probably would have went. But because, you know, the car was zooming up 15 feet before the turn, it turns, let me be generous, 30 feet before the turn, it turns the turn signal on, and then it brakes really quick. Not unsafe, but, you know, it slows very fast. It hangs that curve. I just don't think that's not the way to do it. But we're lucky today, there's nobody crawling up our butt, so we can do 35 through here.
Well, it is 35.
Well, I know, that's what I meant. I'm trying to not give her optimum think time without getting ran over by human beings, drivers. Because, you know, there is a guy zooming up on me back here. He's still pretty far away.
Well, the garden hut's pretty busy today. No surprise there. 'Tis the season to be at the garden center. Yeah, all I was trying to say back there is what I was telling Johnny is this is a dangerous left turn. I'm going to give it a chance for it to be clear. Otherwise, I'm going to turn right, then make a left into a business and turn around, because... And it did happen to clear up, and I got lucky and got the heck out of Dodge, but still.
Yeah, there's, even in a little town like Fuquay, there's 2 or 3 places where you really don't, it's better just to go and make the right turn and go somewhere and go another way, go a longer way home, or like Marianne says, turn around in a parking lot to make a right turn, because there are places where it's just not very smart. Now the human driver behind me, I don't know if he's making a right turn or not, but
he is, his blinkers on.
Right, so he's wanting me to go up in that gap, and I'm not going to do that.
Well, because the car's not doing that.
Because the car's not doing that, and So it's never going to be able to squeeze through this creep forward concept that the car has without cameras. You know, I really don't know how they're going to do it without cameras. Basically 90 degrees right in the front bumper. I don't know how. I don't know how you're going to do that.
We had an interruption in the video there, and that was because I forgot to get into 1080p instead of 4K, and the camera got hot.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna drive through here. Maybe she'll pick a parking place. Maybe she won't.
Yeah. Well, I guess we've learned that really, if there aren't cars, she's not going to offer it. I mean,
well, she's got plenty of cars today, so I'm looking for
but on the side that we don't normally park on. But yeah, so she may offer you one between these cars over here, but on the left.
It's funny that she, you know, you talk about, I know Elon doesn't like to depend on map data, but you know, you ought to understand that you're in a parking lot, and the person probably turned into the parking lot
to park.
Yeah. I'm backing up and seeing if she, because there's nobody coming. I'm looking for a P. Maybe I don't think it will, but you know, you never know.
Yeah. Sad. I mean, we've had her offer the P to park here before.
Right. Why not in the middle of my parking?
There.
Oh. Yeah, of course now she's going to...
She offereth and she take it away.
Oh, God. Well, I'm trying to...
She wants you... yeah.
All right, well, we're going to try that again.
Well, you know, Don's been parking with Auto Park since it was a thing.
Right.
He was one of the first, you know, he was pretty willing to try it.
Yeah.
Parallel parking, though, versus perpendicular, but still.
Right. And there's still nobody in the parking lot but just us. So, and there's, you know, the people aren't trying to leave. So I'm going to try that again. Oh, God. It really is stressful. This self-driving stuff, it really is very stressful.
Well, I don't find this parking lot part stressful. I just think it's annoying.
Well, okay. Well, that's right. That's the better word. I find it very annoying that...
But I don't see why they couldn't have popped up a, are you interested in parking here? And then if yes, start looking for a spot versus, you know, it could be a signal on the wheel where you just click to accept yes, I'm currently...
Bring a vehicle to a complete stop.
And then press start.
Oh, it went away!
I'm sorry. Are you supposed to put, well...
Of course, it's parking not where I want it to park, of course.
Yeah, it's not like it gave you more options.
There's still nobody coming.
It seems completely confused about which space it should put you in.
Yeah, oh, of course, it's trying to park right next to... I'm just leaving her alone. I'm not... There's nobody in the parking lot. I'm watching the camera here. Hey, so far I'm happy. If she does what she thinks she's going to do, I'm going to be stoked.
She lives one spot between us and the truck, will be good to go.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, you got a mile, Jules.
There's still nobody coming.
Even a brand new first-time driver could put the car in this space, sweetheart. Well...
She's going to pull forward next to that car over there.
No, better not.
That's what she's going to do.
No, 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 no. Phew, you were wrong. I like it when you were wrong that time.
I don't know what you mean.
But the space,
it is stressful.
But on the space over here, it was in front of the car.
That's what
so
I
could see why you thought she was going to do that.
That's what she was going to do, pull next to this.
I'm like, good God, she's perfectly in this spot. If she did that, that would have been... Okay, so she left the spot between us and the truck.
Yeah, look, here's the car.
Yeah, it's good. It's close. It's good.
It's close enough. I mean,
good.
A human driver is probably 8 out of 10 times not going to do any better.
You guys enjoyed the not only the full self-driving stress test, but the marriage counseling, the marriage negotiations, and
I think you this is like that wallpaper test or something like that.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good, right, Donnie?
Yeah. So truth be told, if I was coming in, there's no such thing as self-park. I would have done exactly what she did. I would have ran over the line with cars like this exact scenario. I would have ran over the line, swung around wide, and basically been back straight in instead of trying to angle, turn and get into the spot. I would have did the J and then just back straight up. And that's exactly what she did. I am impressed that she figured that much out.
Yeah, it seems to me something has changed from several software releases ago in how she reacts in this parking lot. Because I swear we have video where we came in pretty quickly. She offered us a pee. Well, no, he just got in with his dog. He just got in. He wasn't watching you.
Thank God. He probably thinks I'm an idiot.
But anyway, to me the behavior has changed over where we were 2 months ago, because we would come into the lot, she would pop up the pee, Don would hit it. He may or may not have liked the space she chose as far as our, you know, every other car criteria, you know, kind of a thing. But she would park the car, and now it's like getting the pee to pop up. And I was laughing with Donnie off camera last week. I get offered the pee in our driveway to put her in the bushes up close to the house all the time. And I don't want the pee there. It's not a place where I ever, you know, want her to park the car. But, well, I don't know about Jules, but Ruby was all the time offering me to park basically where the hose reel is. All the time. Like, that's a spot back there with the butterfly bushes or something. Stop offering me. But, you know, she has stopped offering the pee coming down the driveway. Tried to put her in between trees. So there's been that improvement. I mean, you know, you either get upset about full self-driving or you laugh with it. And I think we're in a pretty good mood today, so we're laughing with it. So Don got his pneumonia shot yesterday. You just got to get one?
I got the newest one. The new, there's been a couple variations. I should go look that up. But yeah, it's like the number 2. You only need one shot of this, best I understand.
Okay. And his arm was sore yesterday, but today his arm is...
When I was doing this twist, it would bother, but today I can't even tell anything.
And I was thinking that I think I finally feel over my shot. My energy level and everything feels like more normal. We always admire the patio at this house. It's very pretty. There's a little burn pit and bird houses and feeders and bass and some gargoyle. It's nice back there. We've had a few people pass us today. I don't know what that is, but I did touch it with my phone case, and it's harder than you would think. It looks like a cotton ball, but it's actually pretty hard. I guess it's some sort of a parasitic growth. But white with little red dots.
Vapor barrier.
Yeah, there's 3 houses closed in now. I was trying to think if it was 2 last week or if that's a whole new one, and more foundation work has happened over here. I guess I just wasn't thinking this week that it had gone gangbusters, maybe.
I agree.
Temperature, the sunlight, the breeze, the sounds of wildlife. I'd say it's about perfect today, Donnie.
Yeah. Not bad.
Maybe just a smidge less humidity.
Yeah, the humidity was down a little bit. It's not oppressive or anything, but you could tell it's humid.
Well, if anyone was wondering, yep, the poison ivy's out now. Hey, buddy. My Marty look-alike.
It's about to collapse.
You are not. That's your halfway point.
Yeah, well, the heat.
Don says no hit today.
No
Why do one 2 days in a row if you don't have to? Okay, I was wrong. It's officially too sticky out here. Well, he's racing away, Donnie. Wow, that had to be what they call a black racer. He was fast. See, normally they don't want nothing to do with you. Remember, in Jules, we have home and work both set to the house, so no matter which way Don swipes or which way the car thinks Don's supposed to swipe, all roads lead to home.
Yeah.
We're not stopping at the grocery store today, or Walmart, or Guardian Angel, or...
Yeah.
We're just headed back to the house. Yeah, it's only, well, the Jules says 75. My phone weather bug said 70, but it feels
warmer than 70.
Yeah, it's warm. We were breaking a sweat on our walk, and we didn't run any today.
Nice. She gonna make this left turn, or is she gonna wait too late? Nobody's behind me. Alright. Well, now see, I think that's a reasonable turn signal distance.
Well, it was from the intersection, but it wasn't from where she actually started to move lanes.
Alright, here we go.
Ooh, okay, girl.
Nobody was in the crosswalk. I looked.
Right. Well, you would have gone there too. It's just that
absolutely.
you never know with the FSD car if it's going to change its mind or stop, or you probably would have punched it through in front of the truck just a smidge quicker.
Maybe. That might be true. I might have eased through there I would have been following a little closer to that car in front too. There's nobody behind us, so the fact she's only doing 35, the speed limit, is fine. And this guy in front of us is actually doing pretty good. He's not blazing up, burning the trail away from us.
We obviously just waved at that Model 3. I actually had a Tesla in town yesterday flash its lights at me in a high.
Aww.
Like, usually it's just me and Dawn. We're just silly, Tesla owners that wave and flash at everybody, but I think somebody else was, and I was in the loaner, so it wasn't like it was somebody that probably knew the recognized Ruby.
Still nobody behind us, so we're doing good.
There's a midnight silver and a blue X in town, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think there's another red X in town.
Better not be.
I never pinged Tesla back yesterday after we have one part. We're still waiting on the other part answer.
Alright, here's a green light.
Yeah.
Here's a green light.
Don't hesitate, girl. Just keep right on going through. Right, you didn't have to give her any acceleration or anything, and she just went.
She did that all by herself.
Wow.
I, of course, as a human, probably would have sped up a little bit, but
Why? So you didn't get caught by the light in anticipation of it turning?
That's right. You always speed up going into an intersection, right?
Only if it's the red light camera downtown.
No.
Johnny makes sure I don't forget about those red light cameras. Well, downtown, when the countdown timer is done, like when you're on 1 and when it goes to nothing, it's red. There's no pause. In other places, I notice that's not the case, but downtown it is. And I go through 2 red light cameras a day, and it's like, if I'm approaching the intersection and it's at a 2, that means stop, because by the time there is no speed up through. What did you do? Did you do that?
I didn't do that. She said automatically cleaning the windshield. Of course, I have to tell you, it was spotless.
Yeah, the poor Donnie washed the car yesterday. He didn't need that crap on the window and the paint.
Yeah, I had washed the windows too, so now we got streaks in the windows. Oh well.
Yeah, that's like a firing offense right there. Mess up the clean glass.
Can't catch a break. Alright, here we go. A little slow. Yeah, they're cutting that a little tight.
She cut that way too tight. I've seen other people do it too. It's not like human drivers don't do that there sometimes, but...
Well, maybe I gave her gas to get going because she was dragging her feet.
You caused it.
I caused it. She miscalculated. She said, well, I'm going to have to hang this, I'm going too fast.
Yeah, well, you did give her gas.
Yeah, acceleration, yeah. Press the accelerator, that's right.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah, press the accelerator.
Well, it's so many more syllables.
Right. Well, of course, with one pedal driving, it's the accelerator and the decelerator. All her sped up. Well, I'm just glad she only washed the windshield that one time and just doesn't keep trying to clean it.
Right, that was my fear, was like, holy moly, it's back on now.
Yeah.
And she told you she thought your window was dirty and needed it. It wasn't like just a random, weather visibility thing.
Yeah. The sun's pretty.
She was providing a service to you.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't much of one.
Nobody behind us, so I can let her do her thing now.
Forgot to make the screen bigger. Oops.
Alright, here's this intersection.
Well, so far I'm going to say I think confidence through intersections is improved.
Yeah, I guess I would say
She didn't brake, pause, hiccup, hesitate, breathe, or nothing. She just barreled through at the speed limit, 45 mile an hour there.
I agree.
And it's all good until that overconfidence means she slams on the brake or you have to take control. But
Well, of course, a lot of people get T-boned because people run red lights. Of course, I don't know that going slow is going to help you a lot with that.
yeah, looking both ways and being prepared to take action is,
Go girl. She's doing all this. This is not me. I didn't push the accelerator or anything. I would say she's still not what I would call smooth around those turns.
no, that did not feel as smooth as I would like for it to. It's like because the left turn lane is recessed, she doesn't see the line soon enough as she's coming around the swing quite wide enough. When she sees it, then she moves over a bit. That was my impression of coming through there.
Yeah. Alright, here we turn on the turn signal. Turn on the turn signal. Alright, here we go. This is, I gotta be careful.
The guy behind us is turning too, so at least he
Wow, that's the best she's ever done that curve, although she swung a little wide at the end. That's the best she's ever did it. She usually goes up and makes a really hard right turn, but she actually kind of hung the out shoulder a little bit there, the way a person would. The only thing she did is she actually did cross the yellow line, but she was well past the cars when she did that.
Yeah, I don't like he was over the line.
Yeah, well, you know.
I don't like this curve, regardless of.
Guy was right up my butt. I had to give it a little bit of acceleration. I don't know what she was stopping for.
Well, she almost got run off the road by the other vehicle, so she got a little nervous.
Well, yeah, I just, I don't like it. I just don't like the way she's just, you've given people way too much credit
For stopping. Yeah.
for paying attention. I don't know, is she driving? I'm driving. She's driving.
She's driving.
Well, she keeps wanting to slow down. I don't know what she's doing.
Yeah, the guy in the Ford pickup truck behind us, he's not real happy with us now.
Yeah. Come on, car. Come on. I gave her acceleration. I couldn't let that guy anymore.
Pothole.
Yeah, I am. would say that's
It was looking promising for a minute.
other than the crosswalk, but of course there was a car coming and a crosswalk, and of course a guy on my butt. So I think she
check the mail.
She didn't handle that very well.
That really wasn't trying to get to Don not to do the driveway. Well, I'm gonna trim here, these bushes back. It's possible this butterfly bush on the end in the bright sun, I'll wait. And then the one butterfly bush down by the bridge, I'm gonna do it too. But I'm gonna start with the beautyberry butterfly bush, butterfly down at the bridge, and then this one here if I still have steam in me. You knew I wasn't gonna stop till I was done, right? Oh, that was really hard work with my hands over my head. And then pressing the loppers. It's hard work. Don would do it for me if I would let him, but I wouldn't be happy with what he did. He trimmed too much. Kind of like going to the hairdresser where you're afraid they're gonna cut too much hair. So I got 3 piles for him to haul off up here near the wall. And there's one more pile down by the bridge. That's all nice and trimmed up too. I had various cats keeping me company. Gray was by my feet for a while. Tux was nearby. Marty was nearby. I just seen Morris. I did not see Panther or Stripe. I don't know where they are right now, but it looks like it might rain, but I really don't think we're gonna get anything. There's a little bit of poison ivy down there by when I got down on the ledge by the creek. I pulled it out of the ground with the tip of the loppers. Hopefully I didn't come into contact with it. That would not make me very happy. I'm headed in. My workout here is done for the day. That's probably the hardest spring chore I have. This maple leaf viburnum has a leaf. It's not dead. Yay. Well, that's cool. Probably here in the spring, if we don't get regular water, that probably needs a little extra attention, especially this first year. I was noticing all the ferns and everything is getting really tall over here again. A couple times I've mowed, I've gone through there with my little path, but I'll definitely have to keep on doing that. Wow, the amount of growth on the ferns in the last week is amazing. They've grown a foot. Alright. Well, I don't know where Tux went. I didn't mean to scare you, Morris. I don't know where Tux went, and I don't know where Stripe is. But I'll find him. Oh, one of them is in the chair under the carport. That's probably Stripe.